but then you got snagged and shag-magged by Jake Paul, somewhere in that vicinity, and you guys met. You were hired to do his music video, right?
Yes.
He called me the night before. He's like, "Yo, our main girl dropped out. Do you have anyone?" I was like, "I don't have anyone. I'm sorry." And then the next day, he's like, "Yeah, we got this girl, Julia Rose. She's super hot. We had great chemistry on set." And so what happened? Sparks just started flying?
Yeah, I mean, it was on these days, and it was definitely, I don't know how in detail I should go on this, but I mean, the day we met, it was day, what?
Very.
Dylan
said very.
It was just, obviously, me and Jake had never met before the music video, and you know, in Hollywood, you hear Jake's name, and there's a million different opinions around it when his name comes up, and so I just went into it with an open mind, literally just to be on the music video, was gonna help him out, whatever. And there was just a very specific moment where we sat in we were fully clothed, we were waiting for the next set, and I was just kind of sitting in the bathtub fully clothed, like we were just chilling, and it was like a glass wall, and you could like oversee the city. And we had just been filming for a little bit by then, and it was the first time he like sat next to me and without cameras. Like it felt like every corner he turned, it was just like just like 24/7. And it was the first time that I got to kind of sit with just him, and it was just kind of like, I was like, does it ever get old? Like you just are always, having to put on a face and always having to like be this person. I was like, does it ever get exhausting? And we just kind of had like a quick like 15-minute conversation of like kind of getting a sneak peek of that Jake, and it was just like a really cool moment to have.
No one sees that side of Jake.
No one. And that was, that was like our first night meeting, and it was just, and then we went back to set, and he puts on this like, you're back in the music video set, and it
puts the platinum grill back in.
Yeah, pops that thing back in, messes his hair up. But so it was just like that special like one-on-one moment that I was not really expecting at all from him, and kind of just.
You were a trooper. You stuck by him during some of his most like controversial times. I remember when he had that thing with was it Zayn? Yeah. Malik in Vegas and Gigi tweeted at him. Tweet went viral. It was like, "Yo, this kid's like like." Did that affect your guys' relationship at all, or were you confident enough in it that it didn't bother you?
It didn't bother me, only I think because when Jake and I first met, our relationship was very private. I don't think really anyone knew when we had like first started talking, and it was actually when he was in training camp the first time. So like the beginning stages of our relationship were training camp Jake and Big Bear locked away completely sober, and me driving up there and just kind of experiencing that. And I think having that like getting to know Jake kind of helped throughout, like after coming out of training camp and after the fight, when kind of went back to like the real world, kind of me mentally going back to that place and knowing like after everything boils down, like truly genuinely like who he was is kind of what kept me like stable.
Yep.
I was there for the Big Bear thing. Do you remember that party you threw for him?
Birthday party.
Yeah.
And I after that whole time I was there, I pulled him aside, and you could ask him. I said, "You have a great person next to you," because I saw the way he was really stressed and the things that he was going on. He wasn't having it.
Yeah.
And because he didn't think you were there. He thought you were in LA.
Yeah, it was for his birthday. We went. He thought no one was gonna come up, and I planned like a surprise birthday. Had everyone come up to Big Bear.
Yeah. You were there.
I was there.
We were all there. We were all there.
And when I saw him walk in and see you, and the way he lit up. Like the real Jake, not like the on-camera Jake.
Yeah.
I saw that you, like listen, at the end of the day, Jake's Jake. So when you have a girl I've never met, sometimes I'll think to myself, okay, is she actually here for him or?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I saw the way you guys were together, I did appreciate your guys' love together.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Do you think being adopted has impacted your ability in relationships or your relationship acumen, if you will?
I don't know. I was only like half. So I have my mom. Like my mom's my biological mom, and then my dad came in and kind of like raised me from a really young age. I think more so my mom. I've had a very chaotic childhood of just like chaos, and like I think it's made me really, really accepting. At the end of the day, like people are all gonna make mistakes, and I think my mom really taught me that, of like how to just accept other people for their mistakes and not try and like hold them to accountable. And I think my mom really, really instilled that in me. So I think when it came down to Jake, I think obviously like when you have a giant platform, your mistakes are going to be highlighted. And I'm not going to say like he's innocent by any means on a lot of different things, but like I feel like every single anybody sits behind this mic and says they've never made a mistake is lying. And if
I
they had,
haven't.
oh god,
I've never done a single
attest.
thing wrong in my entire
Not one.
life.
Not
Perfect
one.
Since, perfect since the
we should
second
frame
I came
him.
out the
We should
Saint.
put him in a vault.
I'm planning on making a bust of Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ceramic bust.
So wait, so you have this great relationship with Jake Paul, and obviously, you know, it's gone up until this day today perfectly. You guys haven't split. You've been dating, right?
I was like, where is this going? I knew there was
Listen,
some
who fucked it up? What happened?
Yeah, walk
what
us
happened?
through.
It was
Listen,
beautiful.
It was so beautiful. No, it was just like I said, having the beginning steps of the relationship be that locked away Jake and Big Bear, and then coming back to the real world after the fight. That was my first experience dating in the industry at all. Like I hadn't dated anyone at all in a scene or anything like that, and it is hard when real life fucking hits you. Normal relationships are already fucking hard. Normal relationships day to day are hard, and when you add all the stress of like the media and people's opinions and like already normal relationship shit, it's fucking hard. So it got to the point where we both made a lot of different mistakes, and we're learning a lot. I mean, we're both super young to begin with, so I still feel like we each have a lot of learning to do, and it just got toxic. Like it just kind of, the buildup, we kind of, you know, we've talked about it, and it's like, you know, when you like try and protect someone and you like tell lies or you tell little white lies to try and protect them, and it ends up just backfiring, and then like you end up hurting them anyways, and it was just kind of that type of cycle where it was just like at the end of the day, it's like I love this person, I adore this person, but maybe this isn't the best for this person at this moment.
It's once you start to notice that toxic
Yeah.
nature, it's really hard to get out of that.
Yeah.
It really is. That's why I always try to tell people who are coming to the end of a relationship, like, if you feel it getting to that point, you should probably cut it before somebody does something too fucked up.
But it's hard because I feel like when you love someone and you really genuinely care about someone, you want to see it succeed.
Yeah.
And you put so much time and effort into trying to make something work, the last thing you want to do is just give up, you know?